Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cardinals had 5 and 6 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it's caught. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
He's got him in, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Back to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Pass the 60, pass the 60.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. That's out to the left flat and complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21 to zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Looking to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Point after, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Hey, check that.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And Graham on the ground. 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Little.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. The 30, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 60 yards.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point safely through. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this,
he's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the 6. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side, he finds Slayton. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Little. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That is caught. Westbrook's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them.
Touchdown, Cardinals! From 6 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, gave him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect him to do exactly that.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles.
This is caught inside the 15. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because
touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Cards look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Tompkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll find Miller. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cards are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guy. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other,
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And now look at him go. The 40. The 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 55 yards.
And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
But don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass up.